What's the most useless thing you own? A test paper from 2009 that I accidentally brought home from school. And now I can't give it back. You could recycle it. Or do what I do. Burn them or eat it. Nah, I'ma keep it as a memoir of my mistake. My parents keep me as a memoir of their mistake. A brand new shower head. I only have one shower, it's perfectly fine. I'm still not sure why I bought it. If it makes you feel better, about 3 weeks ago, I did the exact same thing. I also am not sure why I bought it. Goddamn shower industry and their mind control at it again. You could call it brainwashing. Tomato, 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 tomato. A small drawer of random things I haven't used in at least 10 years. I am not willing to throw away the contents of this drawer because maybe one day I would need to use one of those random things. Realistically though, I will never use any of them ever again. As soon as I would throw one out of those things away, I would somehow need it a few days later. Oh yeah, we all got the drawer. Mine has charger cables for phones that don't exist anymore, pins, screws, semi-broken pens, and hot glue sticks. When doing a deep clean of my house earlier this year, I found that I had 4 such drawers. So I decided to get rid of some shit and got down to 2. Plus 1 electronics bin for all the cables and old phones and tablets and digital cameras, etc. Exercise bike, collecting dust in the basement. Exercise bike? You mean my sports utility clothing rail? I bet 90% meet the same fate, if not more. Often found in guest bedrooms with clothes draped on them. Literally, the stationary bike downstairs right now. Sitting in the guest bedroom, serving as a rack for freshly ironed clothes. A hip flask with the name Keith written on it. My name isn't Keith. That's the flask's name, Dumbo. I've got this useless hair on my head named Waldo, and he's never around when I need him. Be nice. Waldo is preventing you from being Baldo. My guinea pigs. They just do nothing and stare into the void. JK, I love them. My guinea pig would never stfoo. Every morning, chirp, 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 chirp. He usually screams angrily or throws objects at me. Dude, that's not a guinea pig, that's a chimpanzee. He usually screams angrily or throws objects at me. Girl, you need to get out of that relationship. A cat. She doesn't pay rent, she never brings home chicken wings, and one time she peed on my side of the bed. I've got 2. They puke on the carpet, knock down piles of books, they shed on everything, so much cat hair. They sleep in my bed, and sometimes wake me up at 3 a.m. because they need emergency pets, or they're fighting for who gets to sleep in the good spot. One always tries to drink my milk. The other steals Lego pieces and tries to eat them. I still don't know where she's hidden a couple of my mini figures anytime they have to go to the vet. It's a crazy high bill, and I love them to pieces and can't imagine my life without them. A comb. I'm hairless. Hairless is such a funny way to describe a bald person for some reason. My first thought was like a human version of those hairless cats. Look up alopecia. I am the human version of those hairless cats, aka Sphinx cats. 6 or 7 pillows that live on my couch. If I want to sit or lay down, the first thing I have to do is move a bunch of pillows so I can relax in comfort. Where do I put them? Do I have to put them back when I'm done? How much was spent on these comfort obstacles? Son of a. This is quite possibly my biggest gripe with my wife. It drives me nuts that if I need to sit down, I have to take 6 pillows off the couch. Then she gets mad at me, like I need to accommodate the pillows and leave them on the couch. I spent a fucking shitload of money on getting 2 separate master's degrees. So them equally. And them doing something completely different than your degrees, to quote my professor, if you do not end up working in a completely unrelated field 10 years down the line, what was even the purpose of your master's degree? In the basement, we have 2 fake Christmas trees. One would be useful, but we have 2. In a few days, I'm going to bring one upstairs and decorate it for the holiday, and the other one will sit in the storage room. I genuinely don't know why we have 2. I used to have 2, put one up for sale for €15 a couple of years ago. Somebody came for it, and I gave it to them for free. I only put a price on it to weed out the people that take anything as long as it was free. I have never seen anybody so happy with a crappy fake Christmas tree. So if you really don't need, maybe think of giving it. Someone might love it. Similar thing happened to me. I went on Craigslist to get a tree, and the nice old man insisted on delivering it to me, and insisted on hauling it, an 8-foot pre-lit tree, so not lightweight, to my car for me. He said he was just so happy someone was going to get some use out of it, and gave me a hug and a Merry Christmas. Made my day. I still have that tree, and just decorated it yesterday with friends. Give it away, oh, it'll feel so good. You probably made their Christmas. If you have to buy a $15 tree, you are probably a bit broke, but are still trying to celebrate Christmas. You gave them some money for ornaments or a gift. I still have my Blockbuster card, saying I have a pocket in my purse for cards that will never be used because the companies have closed. Like Blockbuster, GamStation, Woolworths, JJB, Toys single quote are us. Sometimes I like to look at them and feel sad. Whoa, Woolworths is a long time now. A bread maker? Yes, I will set it up the night before, so I get fresh bread every morning. It lasted a week before I went back to making bread the way my grandma taught me. Now, I've lost a few of its bits, and the only time I've touched it in 10 years was when we moved house, and it moved from the top shelf of one pantry to another. I got an electric carving knife for our wedding 9 years ago. I thought, this will be great to carve turkey or ham when we host holidays. We have yet to host a holiday or open the box. Someday, maybe. Edit, I think I found a very polarizing issue. About half of the people think an electric knife is awesome, the others think it's stupid. Rock the vote on an electric carving knife. I grew up thinking that I'd host all these very posh dinner parties like my parents did, with expensive glassware and china and fancy wine. Nope. In 12 years, it's never happened, and if it did, we'd struggle to find 6 glasses that match, that didn't come from McDonald's. A bunch of sweaters and hoodies. I live on an island country, and it doesn't get cold at all. Same here, I purposely seek out places with really cold aircon so that I can wear my jackets. In Texas, as soon as it dips below like 60, you see people breaking out ridiculous bubble coats. From Alaska, and live in Houston now. I live for the 60-degree days. I get to use my extensive sweater collection. I've never got rid of a broken laptop. Over the past decade, also I've managed to rack up 5 of them that I've somehow convinced I'll one day do something with, as if anyone's just waiting for me to show up with a 2008 HP, with a broken keyboard and a wobbly power socket. I moved house earlier in the year, and, rather than doing the sensible adult thing and taking the opportunity to throw them out, I brought the fuckers with me. Hey, I still have an old laptop someone let me borrow when I broke mine. I went to return it, and they were like, just keep it, I don't really want it. I looked into it, and the thing is from 2002. 512 MB of RAM, like 32 GB of storage. I still play with it, but it is so old, it won't connect to my router at home anymore. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more upcoming videos. Have an amazing day.